So it's not just beauty products I've been hoarding, but also my empties. 3 of which have been since the last Project Pan video, but I've just been collecting these for months. Part of it is that I like to recycle all of my beauty empties kind of together rather than one at a time. But also I do like to stack them up and do a little empties review. So that is what we're going to do today alongside a bit of a Project Pan update. So since Project Pan, I've already emptied 3 products. I also gave away a Maria Neela Colour Refresh, the really dark one, to my friend Helena because it was way too dark for me and she's got dark hair, so she'll love that. She also got a perfume and a body scrub, so I'm glad to have shared out some of the products and given her something to go away with. I found 2 products that did not make the count last time just because they were kind of just dotted elsewhere in my room because they are products I've been using quite a bit lately. So we've got the Whittle Skin Food Face Care Nourishing Cleansing Balm, which is my oil-based skincare balm, so that's nice and it just helps melt off makeup. And then I've got the Fable and Mane Hair Oil, which you massage into your roots, and it's really, really nice. I really like this. I asked for this for Christmas and I'm very happy with it, and I don't have another product quite like it. So these 2 products that I've got to include, add them to the list. If you're new around here, my name is Nicole and I've been vegan since I was like 13. So all the beauty products I buy are also vegan and cruelty free. So that is something you're gonna get in this review, and generally just with like that ethical, sustainable slant. So hopefully you'll enjoy that and you'll find some nice little swaps here. And one of the challenges I have is that it's really hard for me to show off any like plastic free products in these empties videos because they don't leave behind an empty. So from the last video, you would have seen that I had 2 Lush shower bombs and I got given them as gifts, so I don't remember what they were in the first place, but I really enjoyed them. One of them was very zesty and I didn't love as much, but the second one just left my skin so smooth. Like, I've never really gotten the thing about shower bombs because they're not a bath bomb, you know, like you can't like linger in it. You just literally hold like this mini looking bath bomb in the shower, you watch it fizz up and I guess just slather it on you, and it feels a bit fruitless. But one of them really left my skin feeling like so soft and moisturized and lovely, so I think I would try them again. And that was my first try of a shower bomb and I'm a fan. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of Lush products in this, so and first up we have Sticky Dates. This was the shower gel, quite a softening one. I think it's really good for winter because it is made with 25% softening date syrup. And the smell is incredible. I once got it as a body spray and I found that way too sweet for me, so I would recommend double checking on that before like taking the purchase. Definitely a really, really lovely shower gel, but I feel like this has just gotten a lot of attention lately. It's gone really viral and I'm kind of excited to try something different next. Next up, the Dr. Organic Moroccan Argan Oil Shampoo. This is quite an eco brand. You can find them in Holland & Barrett and they've been around for as long as I can remember. This is for dry and damaged hair, which is definitely what I have. I find it a very good basic product. If you're really looking for a lot of care for your hair, I would go for maybe a more bougie brand, but if you are looking for something a bit more basic, a bit more budget, I find this such a good brand for like very normal hair care. I don't know if it's the same for everyone, but I found in the past when I go too budget on hair care, my hair ends up looking a mess. So if you've just got like hair with minimal needs, but needs something good, Dr. Organic is such a good brand. And then there was the Sea Magic 3 Seaweed Scalp Mud. And I mentioned to you guys that I've been avoiding using this brand because I found out they were getting some of their like dead sea salts and some of their ingredients from Israel, and that's not something I want to support. Like, our government isn't giving them sanctions like they are with Russia. They are literally handing Israel bombs. So by engaging in boycotts, that is my form of sanctions where my government hasn't taken that stance. That's just an explanation about why that is important. But I noticed I wasn't really collecting the empties of like the spot stickers just because once you peel them off, they're full of gunk. That's not something I wanted in my empties bag. So I started collecting the packaging. These are the Superdrug Deep Action Blemish stickers with salicylic acid. And these are my favourites that I've tried. I think they're really, really good. They're vegan and cruelty free. Superdrug is so good for labelling that on the back. But yeah, I've had this spot here, which still hasn't completely gone. But I thought for ages it was like a mole that grew as I was an adult. So it's been around for like 4 years. These spot patches have really helped kind of like draw it out and slurp it down. So if you've been watching me a while, you'll have known that I had a mole there, which wasn't a mole. So hopefully this will be gone fully soon. I spent a month using these and I still use it sporadically. I think they're best when you're straight out the shower, but yeah, absolutely love these. Makeup Revolution also had a pack, which I bought because it was on offer, and I absolutely hated it. It did like nothing to draw it out. So I put them to the side. They're good if I need to like not pick, but not really if you need to get like that spot out. And also I don't really often default to spot patches. Normally a spot serum does the trick. I think these can be a bit wasteful, so I try and limit it to when I need it. But like this spot here that I've been here 4 years needed this. This is just the packaging for that hair oil that I was telling you about earlier from Fable and Mane. Another Fable and Mane hair product. This is their hair mask. And this was one of those products that was so good that I avoided using it for ages because I didn't want to run out, like, ever. It smells so good. It's got like a banana-y scent to it. I particularly loved it when I was on holiday. You know when you're like around the salt water and the sun and it can sometimes make your hair feel a bit dry. This was so good at just reviving it and giving it that hydration. And yeah, for Christmas I definitely asked for a few more of these. So I think I've got 2 at the moment, which is part of my hoarding, but also it's expensive and it's not something I can really afford all the time. So it was nice to kind of get that from my family for Christmas. So yeah, no shame in stocking up on those. Oh my God, I found another one of these. Okay, so I went through 3, 3 of these spot packs. Wow. I was literally going through like 3, 4 a day at one point, so that's not a surprise. Next up, a bit more hair care. This is the banana shampoo and conditioner from Lush. This is part of their range, which kind of, what they call it, the Lush version. I'm trying to figure out how to politely say it was ripping off the Body Shop products. But when the Body Shop went into administration last year, there were a lot of products people were sad they maybe wouldn't see anymore. And also the Lush founders have a history of creating some of the Body Shop products. Like if you're a fan of Lush, you might have heard of Charity Pot, which was their like lovely body lotion that was really hydrating and all the profits went to charity. And that was originally a formulation they sold to the Body Shop.
I don't know, am I going to tell this story or not? I think everyone knew I was pretty cross when Anita sold the Body Shop to L'Oreal. I also knew that their foundation would not last long. I think it lasted 18 months under L'Oreal and then it was just quietly closed. All their giving was closed off. It isn't L'Oreal's style. L'Oreal's style is to get their stuff made nice and cheaply, advertise it heavily, and not worry about anything else, pretty much. So, for example, they spend 3-4 billion a year just on advertising. And that money we would put, say, into this, or into the raw materials, or something of that nature. So what actually happened? What's the story I'm sort of hesitating to tell you? Well, don't arrest me. But what I did was I made the Body Shop's best-selling hand cream. It was called Cocoa Butter Hand and Body Lotion. And I had sold all the rights to all of it to them. So I just quietly nicked that one back. And I called it Charity Pot. Because I figured they couldn't sue me if I gave all the proceeds away. Because you can't sue someone unless they make profit from what you've done. Yeah? And so it's my little way of just poking them in the eye.
So there is a bit of crossover from like very old school The Body Shop to Lush. So this is quite cheeky. They kind of like did a tailor's version with some of their original Lush formulas and called it like the Lush version. So this was like a banana shampoo and conditioner that was inspired by The Body Shop. I absolutely love this shampoo. It was like brown sugar, so it was like a gritty texture, which I don't always love because when done badly, it can make you feel like you've not really managed to wash out all the like salt or sugar from your hair. But this one was so nice. It had that really like banana-y sweet scent that I absolutely love. It left your hair smelling incredible. And I love the combination of the shampoo and conditioner. They just smelt really nice. Again, were formulated for dry hair, so really what I needed. And I was really sad to finish these. So yeah, very fun range. I just don't know how long it's gonna be around. Another package I have is Medicate Retinol 6. I think one of the reasons I wanted to start collecting the packaging, one was so that I could recycle it together. I don't have a recycling bin up here. Although, can this get recycled? It's shiny. I don't know if you can. But yes, I've recently switched to retinol and I am really enjoying it. I feel like my skin has been a lot clearer since I've made the switch. I often struggle with bad skin this time of the year. The winter just does not do it for me. But yeah, I've really simplified my routine. I'm trying to use very bland stuff around this, no AHAs or anything. And I'm just enjoying my new little retinol night serum. I'm only using it twice a week, so on like Sunday nights and Thursday nights. I've been doing that for like a month now. I haven't moved up dosage yet, but I might soon. My skin got a bit dry at the start, but I think maybe I was using too much or maybe I was just getting used to it. Green People Hyaluronic Booster Serum, still going through that. I'm really enjoying it. It's part of my current routine. So if I am in the extra hyaluronic acid hydration, I'm using that. The Maria Mila Soft Conditioner. This is just very softening on hair. If I'm ever looking for a brand to recommend, if someone wants like vegan salon quality hair care at home, I think Marionila is a great brand to go for. Packaging for the Medicate SPF. I'm actually going through something else at the moment. I did start going through this, and then when we did Project Pan video, I realized that I had 2 going on the go. So this one's back in waiting, and I'll give you a review when, when I'm further through it. God, so many Lush things. This one's Marilyn. It is a hair treatment, and it's for blonde hair. I can't say I really noticed much difference using it, whether or not it like brightened my blonde or not. It was a fine treatment. I don't have much to say like good or bad. It was pleasant and enjoyable. But I think it did probably like, I do have quite long hair, and I think I got 2, maybe 3 uses out of it, because you really do want to coat your hair to make a difference. So that was quite tough. I feel like with other masks, sometimes a little goes a long way. And with this one, I felt like I was having to use a lot. Goddess, this is a hair mask from Lush. Kind of got an oud scent to it, which I really enjoy, but I think it's quite a particular scent. And I generally would say this is better for curly hair. It's definitely something I use more in summer if I'm going away on holiday and the like beach is already bringing out the waves in my hair. Like, this is my hair straightened. This isn't my normal texture. I'm definitely that like frizzy, slightly wavy hair texture. So that's good for bringing out the waves and helping them set. Rose Argan body conditioner. So I was using this as a body moisturizer for ages, and I found it really heavy. And then I recently found out that you actually meant to use it in the shower when you're like washing things off. So you like lather yourself in a bit of Rose Argan and you rinse it off, and I absolutely love it. It works so much better the way it was intended. I've got it in my shower now. I'm trying to like go through my decadent products, and I'm really wondering how I'm going to survive without it. I guess maybe in some months I won't need it so much, but for right now in the winter where I'm getting like, sorry, this lighting is wild. But yeah, right now in the winter where my skin's really dry, I'm finding Rose Argan like such a blessing. So I'm really, really enjoying it. This was a tester for the Valkyrie conditioner, and that is what I'm currently using in the shower just because it is very good for damaged hair. I really, really like it. It's not my absolute favorite scent. It's more like rose jam, and I much more prefer like Candy Rain and Super Milk and stuff like that. But it's still pleasant and I'm enjoying it. It's just not my first choice, but like the product is exactly what my hair needs. I'm really trying to like strengthen it. Rub, rub, rub. This is a Lush body scrub. I'd say it's quite watery for a body scrub. So if I ever used it, it would be kind of like on dry skin, but yeah, it's all right. A tester for the tofu cream shampoo, which is made with tofu and it's just very protein rich. So if you feel like you're looking for like a good protein shampoo, check out tofu from Lush. It was a cream texture rather than a liquid one, so I never really knew if I was grabbing enough, so I found that was always a bit of a struggle with the product. And I have another one here, so I definitely have given it a fair try. Every time I've been to the Lush salon, they recommended it for my hair, but I think like the experience of using it, I just haven't loved it as much, or it hasn't left my hair feeling as clean, maybe because it is strengthening it, and maybe I don't like the feel of it getting strengthened as much, I don't know. Wow, there are a lot of Lush products here, but this one is one of my absolute favorites. It is Skin Drink. It is a moisturizer. The moisturizer my skin loves. I feel like it just leaves me super hydrated, super happy. And if I've ever had like a sort of rash, like I once burnt my eyelids and this just like on them there, oh my God, it just cleared it up where nothing else would. And after that, I just became a convert. And then as the weather got colder, it just worked really well for my skin. I like my moisturizers to be very basic and just do the job of moisturizing my skin, and Skin Drink is just a beautiful one for that. Found another Skin Drink here just to prove how much I love it. Celestial was my old favorite. I don't know what really made me switch across, but I think I find Skin Drink just that little bit more soothing. But Celestial's still a gorgeous one, and I think I might go back to this in the summer. I really, really love the Lush moisturizers. They are my absolute favorites. Here we've got a Sea Magic Cocoa Avocado Buttercream Scrub. Smells lovely, nice enough skin scrub, but like I say, it's a brand I am just avoiding now just because of its links to the Dead Sea and sourcing so much of that from Israel. It's part Israel, part Jordan, their sourcing, but I'm not comfortable with that. We've got a little mini Fable and Mane Soothe and Shine hair oil, which I went through. This is the gold face mask from Evolve. It is a bioretinol one. And it's just so stunning. It's like a gold face mask. It always makes my skin feel really fresh and gorgeous whenever I use it. I'd say Evolve are my favorite brand for face masks. I think they do them like no one else. And whenever I'm in a good routine of using them, my skin is always the best it ever is. Another Lush product. This is the Posh White Chocolate and Rose. This is kind of like a thick body wash. Like it's like a kind of paste or a cream. But it is a body wash and it was so decadent, so lovely. I really enjoyed it. They've got a Posh Chocolate one, which is a lot more common, but every now and again they will do the Posh White Chocolates and Roses one, which is just a little bit more bougie. Makes you feel really special. I really like it. Caretaker from Naughty. Nice enough mask, it did the job, but I am such a Fable and Main girl. And it is a lot cheaper than the Fable and Main one, but this one is definitely my favourite. So yes, if I'm on a budget, I'd happily go back to this, but if I can afford it, or if I can stock up for it on my birthday, Fable and Main. Here we've got Wonderland Peony from Floral Street. This one was from Floral Street. Oh, and it's got that kind of like candy floss scent to it. So if you like Snow Fairy, but you think it just smells that like bit immature or not really suitable all year round, I really recommend Wonderland Peony. It's just kind of like Snow Fairy, still got that sweetness to it, but a bit more sophisticated and a bit more sexy. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was really my sort of fragrance, but it is still a really nice one, and clearly I did manage to finish it. But I think I would scent this one rather than it being something I picked for myself. And Floral Street really do have the most beautiful perfumes. So if you do like a nice like perfume display, I really recommend them. Got a little Yognog shower gel. Yognog is one of my favorite festive scents from Lush. I've even got it as a perfume, which I use very sparingly because I don't know when they'll ever do another one. But yeah, I'm not going to go on too much about it because it's not going to be around again until Christmas. Ooh, I did really like this hair mask. This is We Are Paradox, and they did a detox restorative hair mask. And it came in this aluminium tin, so a bit more eco-friendly, and it was like vegan keratin to repair damaged hair. So generally all the products I'm really liking are for damaged hair. Got another Celestial moisturizer here. Oh, I really enjoyed this. This was soft argan oil from Maria Neela. It's just a nice little hair oil, keeps your hair soft. Really like that. Pore Bright N10 Face Theory. This has azelaic acid in it and niacinamide. And whilst I haven't been using it as much at the moment, I do have a replacement. It is one of those products that I do not like to be without, because sometimes I feel like it is what keeps my skin like clear and keeps my pores like a bit more minimal, especially like around my nose. I've got a lot of pores on my nose, you know. This is a candle I decided to put in the empties, probably because it is made with seed paper and I can like grow it into a plant, and it was probably something I wasn't ready to deal with at the moment. So I put it to the side, and I would love to like kind of grow this. But this is from Self Made. I think their designs are so gorgeous. So if you're ever looking for candles for a gift, they're also vegan, but like you can't tell it's vegan because they're so pretty and nice. I really, really recommend this brand. Yeah, it smells so lovely. And then finally, we've got Lip Aid Q10 Oil Booster Serum. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this from Face Theory. It made my skin feel quite like moisturized, really nice in summer, and I felt like it had a bit of a golden glow to it, which is just nice when you're putting it on. So if I'm ever looking for something like this, it would definitely be a potential repurchase. I'm like looking at it and missing it. So yeah, but I had forgotten it existed. And finally, we've got the Floral Street like sunflower fragrance. Oh, it's very fruity, very sweet, very nice. Such a gorgeous summer fragrance, and it comes in like the prettiest little Van Gogh bottle. I really, really do recommend trying out Floral Street. I think they're stocked in John Lewis, so if you want to go and like sniff some testers, which I absolutely recommend when you're making purchases, this is a really, really lovely scent. I might spray myself. Oh God, I really did just leave myself one for the empties video. It does just feel like sunshine in a bottle, and like that freshness and the happiness and slight fruitiness. One of the big issues I have with these empties videos is that it's really hard to promote like plastic-free products on here because you've got nothing to show for it, and also refillable products. So this was an empty the other day, which is my sort of the Earth deodorant. I love this one. It is a nice little roll-on. I always found that the solid deodorants just really dragged on my skin and would clog my pores. It wasn't good for me. I've got very sensitive armpits is what I learned, and I've got a whole other video on that. But this brand is what I've stuck to for ages. And obviously I prefer my beauty to be a bit more eco-friendly, and I felt really annoyed with myself that I couldn't love the like zero waste plastic-free deodorants. But this one is refillable. So I've got this refill, which refills this 7 times. One roll-on refill uses 65% less plastic than 7 roll-ons. So yeah, it may not be the perfect solution, but it's quite a good like eco-compromise, and I'm very happy with that. And it works really well. They've also got a spray. I find that let me grab it. This also has a refill. I feel like I'm more likely to use this one in the summer though. This one I just find is a bit more gentler and soothing on skin, but if you are getting really sweaty, and I'm more likely to be a bit smelly, sometimes you do want this one, which I feel like adds a little bit more protection around getting stinky, basically. But I don't really have that problem as much in the winter because I'm not getting as sweaty. Later Nicole come back because I missed 2, but first off we have the gingerbread lip scrub from Lush. I do actually love their lip scrubs. I never used to use them very much, and I moved them to the shower. When they're in the shower, I use them a lot more often. And then finally, we've got a makeup empty, and this is Charlotte Tilbury Birkin Brown. This was absolutely one of my favorite shades. There is like a little bit left in here, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So I'll probably scoop this out once it's done and maybe put it in that empty gingerbread pot. But it was such a lovely shade. I actually think it's very similar to the Lush Black Honey. Birkin Brown's definitely a bit more like browner. This one's a bit purplier. They are definitely similar, but yeah, I love Birkin Brown, but I don't really buy Charlotte Tilbury anymore though, because they are owned by Poog and they're not a cruelty-free parent company. I would potentially, if someone like asked Charlotte Tilbury for their birthday or Christmas, it is something I would consider doing. But yeah, I'm gonna miss this one and I'm definitely gonna scoop out whatever's left and put it in, and probably put it in my gingerbread pot once I've washed it out and let it live a little bit longer. And yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of a Project Parent update and just say that I'm really enjoying it. One of my favorite things has been about like clearing out my space. So in my bathroom, I seem to have like 3 different shower gels going on at a time and like 4 different shampoos, or I had like duplicates of every like type of product in the shower, and it just meant I was dipping my hands into all the pots. Everything was cluttered. It was making it really hard to like clean the bathroom. It just seemed like a much bigger chore than it had to be. So I'm really glad I've really like streamlined that, and I'm actually getting through my products. I always feel like the first 2 months or so of Project Parent are probably the best, because the reason you're doing this challenge is generally because you are like leaving this much in so many of your products before moving on to the next one. So there are a lot of quick wins at the start, and I'm quite enjoying that. I am seeing these like products go down. I'm seeing like my space get a bit refreshed, and a lot of the projects that are like this much left in them are products which I kind of just, I don't know if I fell out of love with them, but it's just like something new and shinier came along, and they were just sat there being a bit discarded. So it's nice to see them kind of like get used up and loved. But there is one challenge I'm having with this, which is obviously like I do work as a content creator and a lot of my funding comes from ads. And I do very much enjoy having the opportunity to work with amazing brands who are doing things a bit better. So if I can convince someone to swap from L'Oreal to like Lush, I'm winning, right? Much better for the planet. I'm very happy with that. But when it comes to working with eco brands, if someone new approaches me to work with me, I'm not just gonna promote their products, I need to try them out. So there have been a few conversations going on lately where I am having to accept new products in so I can try them out and maybe work together with a brand going forward. So yeah, I'm very excited about like these opportunities and chance to try new brands out, but it's quite frustrating in the realm of Project Pam where I'm really trying to get through stuff and really trying to like put a hard line on what's coming in. But I did kind of know I'd have to do this in moderation, because there are times in my job where I am needing to try new things, because I'm not gonna start promoting stuff that I've not tried myself. Yeah, so it's gonna happen, and it's just about giving myself grace. I think there was a lot of time where I thought I wasn't gonna engage with this challenge because I wouldn't be able to do it 100%, and that's just so dumb. And I feel like that's one of the biggest challenges we have with like fighting all this like consumption and environmental issues. It's that if people feel like they can't do it 100%, they're like, why would I even bother? Whereas I actually do think I am getting very good habits out of this and trying to be more mindful. It's just I'm not gonna be able to do it as well as someone who doesn't review products for part of their job, you know? So I am definitely very careful about the products I will let into my bathroom. And there have been a couple of times in the last week where I was like so close to buying, say, a new lipstick, and I kind of held myself back and reminded myself that no, we're not doing that. You have a shade very similar, and if not, tough shit. You've got enough beautiful lipsticks to get through. I'm glad that I'm challenging myself and changing my behavior, and I just want to remind you guys out there that if you feel like you'd love to do this challenge but you can't do it perfectly, do it imperfectly. It's better to give it like 80% of a go than 0%. Like 80% is a big chunk of it, so if you can just give it a good go, that's fine. You don't have to be perfect, okay? And that's the same for everything, whether or not you're thinking of going vegan but you feel like you can't really commit to it. Don't just disregard it. If you want more of that philosophy, whether or not it's like being vegan or going to the gym or work-life balance, really recommend this book, Half-Assed Human. I feel like it's really like changed my perspective on things like this. And yeah, I didn't think I was too bad for it about like that perfectionist nature, but I think especially when it comes to like encouraging good habits on the internet, I felt like I'd be quite harsh on myself on like not sharing things or giving things a go if I felt like I couldn't do it properly because it felt like hypocritical or whatever. And it's like, no. It's okay to do things the best you can in your circumstances. But yes, that is my little Project Pan update. And you know what comes next? Recycling. So next Project Pan update, we will be recycling all these products. I'm going to be talking which ones you can do at home, which ones you need to take like into store, what stores have what sort of like schemes and benefits to you taking back your empties. And there are definitely still some things I need to learn about recycling empties. So I'm excited to kind of like top up my knowledge, refresh myself, and move forward with that too. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Mwah.